But I think they did a really good job of just modernizing the original, like bringing it up to date, while also still making it their own, their own baby. Let's get one thing straight. This ain't Jordan Peele movie. I need to say this before I go any further. This ain't Jordan Peele movie. This is very much Nia DaCosta. Nia DaCosta, I think I'm saying that right, is the director and the co-writer. Black woman, first of all. So before I say anything else, you need to go see the movie. Support black women.
No, he's never gonna come.
All right, baby, what's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. And just like that, we back with another one. Another movie review, another movie watched. Today, we are finally talking about Candyman. Now, quick synopsis before we get into the actual review. It's 11:32. I want this done by 11:42. Here we go.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
We are following Anthony. Anthony is a Chicago-based artist, born and raised in Chicago. And so basically, he is trying to find his next big, art project. And it just so happens to be the legend of Sir Candyman himself. And throughout this process, he just so happens to, I guess you could say, reawaken him. And then from there, murder and chaos ensues. Let me just start out by saying, I really like this movie. A lot of people aren't going to, and I think I figured out why. If you haven't seen it yet, if you see this, and then if anything that I ever say on here persuades you to do or go see anything, here's the heads up I'm gonna give you. You're not watching The Conjuring, okay? You're not watching fucking Friday the 13th. You're not watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're not watching none of that. So don't go in thinking you're about to watch some super scary horror movie. It ain't that. It ain't never been that. If you've seen the first Candyman, you know it isn't necessarily about the horror of it. Although it's got some horror, it's a horror movie. It's a lot of horror elements. It's more so about the legend, the lore, the suspense, the psychological torment of like the main character. Anthony, by the way, this movie just so happens to be, I want to call it like a direct sequel to the first one. They don't even mention 2 and 3 in here. It's all about the first one. I'm not going to explain how it's connected to the first one. Just know it's like a sequel to the first one. But it's really more of a firsthand look into this man's downfall. I mean, from where he is at the beginning of the movie to where he is at the end, nigga, it's night and day. Like, poor Anthony. Like, for real. It still has some intense, like, scary moments. It's not like just full roller coaster scary where you just on the edge of your seat the whole movie. I mean, it's more creepy than it is like scary. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Creepy is like an old homeless dude coming out of the wall handing a little boy some candy. That's some creepy shit. Scary is like, I don't know, a ghost. But a lot of people don't really like this movie because, one, they don't think it's scary enough, and two, a lot of people think it's too political, which I think is bullshit because Candyman has always been political. Like, once again, if you've seen the first one, you will know these movies have always been political. Whereas the first one was mainly about just race in general. This one is more so about gentrification and race. And it's very in your face. That can rub a lot of people the wrong way because it is very white people. You know what I'm saying? And that could rub a lot of people the wrong way, but fuck them. The truth be hurting, and it is what it is. But I think they did a really good job of just modernizing the original, like bringing it up to date, while also still making it their own, their own baby. Let's get one thing straight. This ain't Jordan Peele movie. I need to say this before I go any further. This ain't Jordan Peele movie. This is very much Nia DaCosta. Nia DaCosta, I think I'm saying that right, is the director and the co-writer. Black woman, first of all. So before I say anything else, you need to go see the movie. Support black women. Secondly, she directed the absolute hell out of this movie, bro. This movie is so pretty. It is so good to look at. Where if nothing was happening in the movie at all, just watching it, literally just watching people walk around in this movie is entertaining. It just looks so good. It looks so good. And then we get to the kills. Now, most of the kills happen off screen or in a mirror, of course, because the mirror plays an important role in this. And the way she shot all of these kills, bro, it's like they happening off screen, but the camera doesn't necessarily cut away. So it's not like a kill happens and then it's a new scene. Like, we linger in the moment, we hear the kills, we see them, but they're not right in the camera, which makes it honestly a little bit more terrifying than if we were to actually see a person actually in the room doing this. Of course, we see Candyman doing this in the mirror, but he's never physically in the room. The fact that you can't see him, if there's no mirror present, you can't see him. You just literally see these people getting fucking murdered, right? And I think I really like that. I really like the kills. The overall story, how it ties into the first one, it can be predictable if you know what the first one is about. And if you start to piece it together on your own, you'll probably figure it out before the movie wants you to. But it's not like terrible. It makes a lot of sense chronologically. I mean, time-wise, it makes sense. The only negative I have with it really is there's like a character in the movie that we meet early on that ends up playing a really big part of the movie later on. And I didn't really click with that turn. I was just like, it seemed kind of random. And I think that was the only thing that I was kind of taken out a little bit. I was just like, I don't know, that seemed kind of rushed. It seemed kind of rushed. That's it. Other than that, I mean, story is pretty good. The characters are all solid. I think Yaya, that's Anthony's actor's real name. Great job. His girlfriend in this is a great job. Her brother and his boyfriend, great. All the side characters are really cool. I don't know. It was solid. It was solid. I enjoyed myself. I know a lot of people haven't been enjoying themselves. I've been reading some of these reviews. A lot of y'all niggas is really complaining about nothing. But that's just me. This is how I feel. I'm doing my best that if anybody asks me, I'm trying to be as positive as I can because I want people to go see this. One, because a black woman directed it. Spend all your money at the theater. Go see it. Spend all the money you can. And two, I think it's actually legit good movie. This movie was supposed to come out last year, which sucks because, I mean, although it opened in theaters and it's doing pretty well by pandemic numbers, it's like the number one movie in the box office, and it's like the first number one movie ever directed by a black woman. Crazy. I just wish that the pandemic just did not fucking exist because I feel like this movie would have done really, really well had people just not been afraid to go to the movie theater. So I feel like it's gonna lose out on a lot of money that it should get. But I mean, I guess there's some type of system out there that can equate pandemic numbers to real numbers. I don't know. But from the looks of it, it's doing very well. So it ain't about if you liked it. It's about that you paid your money to see it. So I liked it. And because of that, I'll go 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I think 4 out of 5 is solid. I want to say 4.5. I would have to see it again and like it just as much or more to be safe. But to be safe, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Candyman. 4 out of 5. Candyman 2021. 4 out of 5. Go spend your money. Support black people. Support black women. If you don't like it, it don't matter. You already paid your money. We want the money. You know what I'm saying? We also want the support. We want you to be positive. I mean, I'm saying we like I worked on this hoe. I feel very connected to this. Oh no, it's happening. Oh no, Candyman coming to get me, y'all. Look, stay away from the mirrors. Don't be doing all this weird stuff. All right, y'all be safe out there. I love you. God bless. Oh snap.
Gotcha, bitch.